Where to start? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fishing Goodness. I hope everyone had a happy New Year and a good Chrissy. And well, let's just go straight into what we want to do. Like this is going to be like the 22 wrap up, 2022 wrap up, 2023 goals, and what is going to be happening for the future. So I'm going to try and give you a little bit of a rundown of where we're at, what we're going to do in the year to come, and any sort of goals that we've got set, and want to sort of, touch base with you guys and find out what you guys want to see on the channel / what is going to be on the channel, because there's obviously some videos that I'm going to want to film and some stuff and techniques and so on that I want to do as well. So firstly, let's jump into what basically happened with 2022. I'm going to roll on a little bit of footage there now of some barramundi that I have caught, and I wanted to show you guys how good the Brisbane fishery is despite everything that's happened in this recent year. Like, we've had a lot of flooding, we've had a lot of poor weather, I would say. So yeah, anyway, so this first clip is just basically a couple of little barra that I've gotten on deck while we've been fishing upriver. I just wanted to show you guys this because it's pretty cool to see such small fish in the system, and it's sort of just like a sign that they are definitely breeding, they're definitely reproducing and so on and so forth. But this year I definitely want to try and upgrade if possible. I really want to get that meter plus Brisbane River Barra. So that's probably goal number one for me personally. And I've come close in previous years. So I've had a couple of drop fish over the previous years. And it's very disheartening, I can tell you that. It's very disheartening, and it's very hard to land one when they're that size. So that would probably be the first goal. But also moving forward, we've got a new job. I know I only just said in the previous video that I'd started a new job, so we've actually since moved on from that job, and we're going to work up north. So don't worry, the videos are still going to be coming, but we're going to be based out of Mackay for the new job. So we're going to have a fair few videos up around Mackay. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on that, what videos or content you want to see me try and produce. I'm definitely going to be chasing barra, mud crabs, and a few of your more northern species. So hopefully in the months to come we can produce some good videos there. But don't get me wrong, we're definitely not stopping on the content down here in southeast Queensland. I'm not going to pull the pin on living down here. I'm not going to go and move north. I like it too much down here. I like the fishery down here, even though it's quite pressured, and obviously it's not as easy as some of the places in North Queensland. That being said, we're still going to try and produce content where we can. So just, for the future going forward, that's, if you're wondering why I'm shooting a few videos up north, that's what's happening. So yeah, but I just wanted to have a chat with you guys about some of the stuff that I want to do this year as well. And one of the things is I want to get into a little bit of fly fishing. So a mate of mine has bought me a fly reel in the hopes that it'll get me started and into a bit more fly fishing. So moving forward, we're definitely we're going to have a few goals on this, or on the fly gear. So this is like an 8 weight, I think, or a 10 weight. I've got no idea. My fly reels or fly rods or anything like that. So anyone in the comments, pointers would be muchly appreciated, tips, tricks, all that sort of stuff. I want to try and show you some of that sort of footage too moving forward. So number one goal for this year would be to try and obviously get a threadfin salmon on fly. It's going to be a challenge, especially with the way that the river has changed. Not necessarily for the worse, not necessarily for the better. It just means that it's gonna be a start over sort of thing. So I'm already sort of nutting out a few spots upriver, and as time comes and a lot of those pontoons get reinstated, there's going to be new light sources, there's going to be new areas that those threadfin salmon are going to be feeding. So we're going to try our best to get one on fly, and then that being the number one goal, getting a threadfin salmon on a fly, I also really want to get a barramundi, a southern barramundi on fly as well up the river. So they would be two of the most major goals for me this year. Another goal that I wanted to tick off and already ticked off this year. The other night I went out and I went bass fishing and did a bit of a bass video, so that's a video to come. Probably in the next week or two you'll see that on the channel. We went up into the top reaches of the Bremer and we targeted bass, and we managed to come across a school of bass and tarpon. Now, I know probably a lot of you have caught tarpon or, don't really care to chase them too much, but it's something that I've been wanting to try and find and go chase in the river. Not for a lack of trying. I wouldn't say it's probably necessarily hard. There's a lot of people out there that have done it quite successfully, but a little goal for me. So I managed to land, sorry, just adjusting myself. I managed to land a tarpon there last night. Obviously recording next day, but you guys won't see probably the full video. It's a lot of dark footage and not a lot else happening, but we were hitting a light pool, and we had a pretty good session on bass and tarpon, and that is pretty much the outcome of one of the lures. So there we go, that's better. Basically that little Hulk prawn did most of the damage, got absolutely smashed. I mean, the bass pretty well hit it most of the time, but if you could get it past the bass, we got a couple of tarpon. Obviously basic tarpon ratio is about like 1 or 10 to 1, so one landed tarpon out of about 10 hookups, but it was good fun, especially on the light gear. We had a good session. Probably over 30 bass were caught and a handful of tarpon hooked, and then a very small few were actually landed, so that was pretty cool. But a goal that I wanted to tick off for this year, so that's something done, and something I also would like to get on fly this year as well, if I ever pull my finger out and get a fly set up. So if you want to see that stuff as well, make sure you drop a comment below, let me know. I'm probably going to film fly videos anyway moving forward, just because it's something that started to interest me. It's piqued a little bit of my interest as far as moving forward as an angler, and honing my skills. Like, I feel like it's the end game sort of thing to catch something on fly. There's a lot of precision and a lot more experience involved. So there's that. There's also a little bit of a washer upgrade coming. Want to upgrade my drag washers and stuff on most of my gear. I'm going to have to go through and do a fair bit of servicing, so I might do a couple of shorts on that in the coming few weeks for you guys. So not a full length video, because let's be honest, you might not want to see a full length video of me sorting through and servicing my tackle, but if you do, drop a comment below. Lastly would be boat upgrades, trailer upgrades. Like, we've been hammering the gear this year, so there's not this year, in the 2022 year. So late last year, before the Christmas period, I actually had a bit of a breakdown on the side of the highway. I was coming back from Jumping Pin, and the boat trailer shit a wheel bearing, so that was fun. A little bit seedy, and early in the morning coming back from a camping trip, having to change that on the side of the highway was not fun. I've obviously since stocked up and made sure I've got everything spare, so that it's less of a hassle next time I break down. Definitely something you guys should do as well. But gonna go through, we're gonna upgrade the trailer brakes, everything like that. It's well overdue for a refit, basically. So the discs, caliper, or discs, pads, bearings, mechanisms, and basically the whole undercarriage will go through. We'll upgrade, well, not upgrade, sorry, we'll refit and just make sure that it's all Mickey Mouse again and ready to go moving forward for 2023. But we also have some plans to upgrade / repair the boat in the coming year as well. So we basically want to chop out the rear transom, or not so much the transom, but the rear motor well. If you guys are pretty familiar with the boat, we want to go through, we want to chop out the motor well, move the bait board back onto the transom a lot more, and actually put pods onto the transom to help stabilize the boat or the stern when it's sitting in water, in seawater. So we want to try and stabilize the boat when it's sitting in the ocean, just to give us a little bit more, well, stability, obviously, hey? So that's something that we're going to try and film for you guys as well in the coming year, and probably do a bit of a rewire and upgrade to some of the electronics on the boat. It's one of those things that you probably should do every couple of years, even though, you know, you use marine grade wire and everything like that. There's a few of your connections that can sometimes corrode. So I want to go through the whole boat, upgrade everything. I might even go ahead and put in lithium batteries. I want to upgrade the Minn Kota, all that sort of stuff. So I'll try and put that into a video too for you guys. If you want to see something like that, you know, definitely leave a like and let me know in the comments section below, because it's something that's going to need to be done, and maybe even a sounder upgrade as well moving forward, because it's copter fogging and it's getting a little bit slow. But yeah, guys, basically that's all I wanted to talk to you about in this video. I know it's probably a little bit of a short waste of time for you guys, but I did want to touch base with you just to let you know what's happening in the year to come. I know there's some of you out there that probably don't really care too much for this sort of video, but you know, if you do enjoy the video, drop a like below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you're new, definitely go check out the other content I've got first. I basically chase threadfin salmon a lot. I chase barramundi, threadfin salmon in the southeast Queensland section, mainly Brisbane River. I'll leave a playlist link for some of that content up here, just so that you guys can go and suss that out first if you're not really keen on watching this sort of video. I'm sure there's going to be... Oh, that's right. There was one other goal. The last goal that I have is to catch a Brizzy River mangrove jack. Now, that's probably a little bit more of a challenge with the floods and everything that we've had in this past 12 months. So we won't really dwell too much on that one. We'll see how that goes, but there's probably going to be a lot of videos where I don't really catch anything. But if you want to see a series or something like that, I might even try and put something together. Just depends on how we go. But we are moving into a bit of a dry period, so fingers crossed we're not going to have too much rain in the next 12 to 18 months. That might even mean that next summer or this time next year, it's a little bit easier to target jacks in the Brisbane River. Hopefully we can. I'd love to be able to get some of that on camera for you guys, and hopefully get maybe like a surface blow up or a bit of surface action on them as well as maybe even try and shoot a barramundi video for you guys without spoiling spots, obviously, because I have put a lot of time and effort into finding and catching these fish, and I want to share it with you. But at the same time, I understand that a lot of people do watch my videos, or not just my videos, but other people's content, and they want to, you know, they see you catch it, they're not going to really try and look for themselves. They're just going to go and hit your spots. So I don't want to irritate people that have already found them in the system as well, and I don't want to lose or spoil my spots, or not necessarily spots, but I don't want to spoil too much of the river moving forward. It's fragile, and I kind of want to learn a little bit more. And it sounds a bit selfish, I know, but it's fishing. Sometimes there's just things that, you know, you can't always show, but I'll do my best moving forward, guys. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys, 80/20, that's fishing.